Hello and welcome back to episode 29 of Take to the Skies, St Albans FC. We're back once again with St Albans, of course, and we're in the FA Cup first round against Barrow. So, following the previous game against Welling, we then played Kings Lynn, who we drew 0-0 with. We then drew 1-1 with Eastleigh. We then made a slight change to our tactics, and we seem to have done well from it because we beat Gloucester City 4-0 with 2 from Moriarty, 1 from Jeffers, 1 from Lee. It all came in the last 15 minutes or so, but it was a great result. We're back today to play League 2 Barrow. They're currently sat 23rd, so similar to what Southend were last year, so maybe there's an upset on the cards here. And then we've also got Wealdstone to play. We're currently sat 12th in the league, and hopefully we'll be sat a little bit higher in the league and in the second round of the FA Cup by the end of this episode. Before we get into it, if you are enjoying the series, please do hit like, comment. Any feedback and support is greatly appreciated, and hit subscribe as well while you're here. Let's get into the game against Barrow. So the lineup that we've got today, we've got Emery in goal, a back four of Quirk, Lee, Chanel and Sanders. Smith is the holding midfielder with Connings in the middle, Smart on the right, Taraj is in the number 10, Longello on the left, and then Moriarty is the lone striker, who has been scoring a few goals recently for us. Him and Russia kind of in a bit of a battle for that position at the moment. And I'll be honest, I'm not sure which way it's going to go at this point. I'm kind of just rotating them every so often, giving them a few games each. If they go on a bit of a, if they don't score in 3 games, they swap round, that type of thing. I'm not going to be so harsh as to if they don't score in 1 game, because that's a bit much. But yeah, we have a couple of strikers. Neither of them are lighting the world on fire, but also neither of them are so bad that we need to look for a new striker desperately. We're just we're getting on with them. And we're approaching half time here. We've got a throw in, 38 minutes gone. Quirk throws it into Taraj, who fails to get back to Quirk, and Reed is now on the ball for Barrow. Quirk's trying to stop him getting back. It's back to Chang. Not going to say that name. It's forward to Reed and to Jolly. He's bringing it in from the left, inside to High. Out to James. Reed and High exchanging the ball there. Through towards James. Sanders got something to deal with. Moreno's on the ball. Crosses the ball into the far post, and the header goes wide. But a bit of a dangerous ball coming in there. And at half time, I'd say we've actually had the better of the first half when you look at the stats. Let's just have a look at what we think of them. I forgot again to do my usual. I mean, you'd have to look at Quigley being the main threat for them, but he's on the bench. So I'm going to say your man to watch is going to be Scott High. Box midfielder. I think he can cause some problems with his stamina, getting up and down the pitch. Reed goes back to Chang, who's not had a good first half. Jolly on the left now, crosses it in, and James has arrived late and makes it 1-0 to Barrow, which means we're going to demand more. A bit of a lapse of concentration from the looks of it as the second half begins. And as the cross comes in, Chanel was trying to get back to it, but James, with the run on it, it's difficult to defend against that. And there was a man in between them as well. Taraj through for Morate, and it was a good save from the keeper there, as he was onside, which is a change for us recently. Smart tries to get a cross in, but it goes straight back behind him for a throw-in. which is going to be the end of the highlight, unfortunately. I mean, so far we've really held our own. But on the flip side, this is a team who aren't in the best of form at the moment. We're going to send Ballantyne on for Connings, and then Smith and Ballantyne will swap over. Ballantyne passes it back to Emery there, and he clears it away upfield. Moreno plays it to High. It's out to James. Back to High. Back to James. Smart then intercepts the pass. Torrage trying to find a bit of space to get the ball forward. Ends up going back to Smart, who then looks forward for Moriarty. And he can't find him either. Jolly bringing the ball forward. High with the long ball over the top, and I don't know whether that was Chanel or Lee, but there was a bit of confusion at the back there. I think it was Chanel that was meant to be marking him. Yeah. And the long ball over the top. Look at the curve on it. It's caught Chanel out. And it is 2-0. We're going to send Alfie Matthews on for Smart. No, we're not. We're going to send Wise on for Smith. Adebayo trying to get past Smart does so. He's got an attack on Quirk now, who does well to block that cross and keep it at 2-0. But unfortunately, it looks like our FA Cup run is going to end earlier than it did last year. Ball comes in and Thompson Brissett heads over the bar there. And I mean, we gave a good showing for most of the game, and we dropped off towards the end. I'm not too upset. They are League 2 opposition. The draws haven't been particularly kind to us at all since the start of the save. We've never, when we get into the FA Cup proper, we always draw a team that's league opposition, and we have to, overcome the odds really. It would be nice to draw one of the teams that are like either National League or even below would be great, but we don't seem to get that little bit of luck. Smart on the ball here, transfer across. It's blocked, but Quirk then sends it in, and Longello at the far post. It's inches wide. And unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're quite going to be able to pull this one off against Barrow. Maybe this will be a bit of fire ignited in them, and they can go back into League 2 and battle a bit harder against relegation. But it wasn't a poor performance. They just took their chances better than we did ours. When you look at stats-wise, they had more shots, but that was more once they were 1-0 up. Particularly at half-time, we were doing really well. Unfortunately, we have gone down. But what we will do is we'll be back in the league in just a moment, where hopefully we can push on a little bit there and get a win back under our belt, and then push on for the rest of the season. And the lineup for the game against Wealdstone. We've brought Cole back in the back four. Jake Armstrong, who's just come in on loan, I believe from Southend, is in the holding midfield. Smith moves back forward to central midfield. Smart remains on the right. Connings comes in the number 10, which is because Torrage is off on international duty, and everything else remains the same. So hopefully, back against teams who are in the same division as us, I would hope we can pick up a win today, as Ledwidge throws it into cross early on for Wealdstone. Harris goes back to Bayern. Long ball over the top, and Parrish has had his goal disallowed. We've been let off a little bit there. But the ball over the top, he is offside, to be fair. Good call from the linesman. And it remains 0-0, but a warning shot there. We've finally had shots in the game that weren't that actually count, because there was a long time before that happened. We're now half an hour gone. We've still got nothing happening. We appear to be having the slightly better of the game, but also the first half is at an end and nothing has happened so far. So let's tell them there's a lot more to come from them. And I think what we're going to try doing is maybe if we go just standard rather than more direct. So maybe that way we can build the play up a little bit more. Looks like the centre backs are having a good game, however. We're going to look to make a change, bringing Coley on the left-hand side and Napa on the right, because so far it has been rather boring of a game. Nothing's happened. And now we're getting towards the final 10 minutes. We've still got nothing happening. We've gone attacking to try and get something out of this. And we're going to make a final change, which is going to be, we're going to bring Connings off for Draper, who's going to go up front alongside Moriarty. And hopefully one of the two can get on the end of something. Meekings has got a throw in for Wheelstone. He's thrown it over the defence to Reddin, to Class at the edge of the box, who shoots and it's over the bar. And that would have been a very annoying end to the game had that gone in. Meekings is now going to take a throw in from the left. It's headed on and Cole clears it away, but only as far as Lowell. Fielding now on the ball. He goes across to Class, back to Fielding, back to Class, back to Fielding. Through for Cartian, back to Fielding. Reddin, back to Fielding. Out to Lowell, who crosses it in, and Lee does well to head away. Class, back to Fielding. Ball over the top. Emery comes out and claims that one. And he's going to be forced to go long from the looks of it. Eventually. He does go long. Moriarty is sprinted past the defender. And he's put it in the bottom corner. And with just moments to go in this game, it looks like St Albans have stolen a winner right at the death through Moriarty. A great ball from Emery to pick him out. Defender wasn't ready for it. Moriarty was. And the finish is sublime. And that should be enough now. Fielding throws it into Lowell. He tries to get down the right-hand side. Cross comes in. Oh my goodness, that's disgusting. And Carty is equalised. Well, sometimes it just really digs a knife in and twists it. And that is absolutely devastating. To come so close. They've scored after the minimum added time. All we had to do is hold on until the referee blew his whistle. And we've absolutely bottled it. And unfortunately, that means we remain... Well, we have climbed position, but we're in 11th. Let's go and have a look at where we're going to come back for the next episode, where hopefully we don't concede late equalisers again. Well, after that bit of a gut punch, we will come back for the game in the FA Trophy. So we'll play that game and Bromley. I would like to have a real go at the FA Trophy this year. Of course, last year we did get to the quarter-final before Wrexham knocked us out. And that was unlucky for ourselves. Did Wrexham go on to win it, I wonder? They did, actually. So, going out to the eventual winners isn't too bad. They then beat Chorley and Notts County. So fair play to them. But this year, we'd like to be the team get into the semi-finals. Hopefully that can be the case, and it all starts in the third round for us. If you have enjoyed that, please do leave a like down below. Comment if you are enjoying the series. Let me know what your prediction is for the rest of the season. Are we going to make the playoffs? We're starting to improve from the looks of things. I think we had a lot of losses and we're starting to turn them into draws and a couple of wins here and there. Hopefully that can continue with more wins to come. Subscribe if you are enjoying the series, and thank you very much for watching.